Where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's a tricky question, and depending on where you are in your career, at the start or towards the end of your career, there's different ways to respond to it. In this video, I'm going to give you a couple of answers and some tips about how to answer it correctly. Let's jump in. The key to this answer is keeping it honest and relevant to the job. And what I mean by that is don't start talking about your aspirations to open a business or a side hustle, whatever it may be. You've got to keep it relevant to the job you're going for. So make sure you think of that first and foremost. It's really important as well to have a good answer for this. And because it's a popular question, we can prepare and plan for it. You don't want to be vague because it looks like you're not really interested in the position or invested in your career, or it can come across like you're hiding something, and that's the last thing we want to do when we're at interview stage. So the first tip I have for you is about showing an interest in the job. I know that sounds basic, but it's about showing an interest in the actual job you're going for right now. You might have aspirations to be the leader of the company, but look, if you can't do the nuts and bolts of the job you're going for and master that job first of all, it'll put the interviewer off. And we hear it quite a bit where the interviewer says, that the person they're interviewing wants their job in 6 months. So be clear and get across that you can do this job right here, right now, before doing a few jobs down the track. Secondly, it's about outlining a career path. It's about understanding and doing your research about what's a realistic career path in this company. LinkedIn is a great tool for that, where you can click on the company and see people in the position you're going for, how long were they in the job for, where are they now, and again look at different companies and how long have those people been in those different roles. And the more information you have, it just builds up a profile, and when you come to interview, it comes across that you're well researched and then that you've got an idea about what the realistic career path in that company is. And again, when you answer it, it comes across great. Number 3, state your goals as results. What do we mean by that? Following on from outlining a career path, in point number 2, we talk about within a couple of years, I would have hopefully met your objectives and measurements you've set for me and got the manager position. And in the next couple of years that followed that, I would have built a high performing team, and the rest hopefully will follow for me after that. I've got to prove myself in this role like I did in my last role in my current company, and talk about where you started in your last role and where you got to. And if you can get in a couple of achievements in at this stage, that's great as well. Again, this kind of answer gives the interviewer lots of confidence in you, and as I touched on before, we can prepare and practices prior to it. Number 4, where there is no career path, of which a lot of positions out there don't have one. What we need to do here is emphasize how much you're going to master the job in the next 5 years, talk about the components and parts of the job that you'll really excel, and that you'll be the go-to expert person in the company. Lastly, I wanted to chat about if you're at that stage of your career where you don't really have a 5-year goal, you're happy in the job you're doing, you don't want your boss's job, and you just want to go to work and enjoy it and contribute. Honesty is the best policy. It's the best policy through any of the answer to this question. Tell them what you can bring to the role, that you'll be the expert, that you'll do a good job. Tell them how much you were respected in your last role and what you achieved there. And just be honest with them. If they judge you on that, it's probably the wrong job for you, but honesty is definitely the best policy. I hope all these tips have helped you. Any comments, put them in the box below. I look forward to having a chat with you soon. Cheers.